Yo, so I decided not to go with the previous frame. I ended up opening it up and not exactly liking it. So I do like this one a little bit more because it feels sturdier and it has more wires. Hold on, let me pull this live stream up on my laptop so that I can follow along with the comment section. Yeah. So I started over. Every once in a while, it could be like a little frustrating to see which direction to go with raw stones. And so, even though I did like this design, it did have a lot of support in the back to connect the wires to. This one has more support, so I'm more confident in securing it and making it a more stable piece. And then I want to make it look like more similar to the reference piece that he sent, which I'll show you guys once more. I'll probably make it look like, I know I'm definitely gonna copy this part in the style. And this is a design that I made, number 7, Super 7 Crystal for somebody. This is Super 7 Crystal. I made this for somebody as a custom order, and the person who has the custom order I'm working on now wants it to look kind of similar to this and also kind of similar to this opalite crescent. So I'm thinking like to add this coil in at the top and then add some wiry goodness to the actual stone part. So now that I took this apart and I've started anew and this feels more stable, now I'm going to, instead of doing the flat weave, I'm going to go with the coiled weave, which I wish I already had it made so you guys don't have to watch that process, because it's like it's repetitive like throughout the videos. But if it's something that you haven't mastered, then you can learn how to make these coils. It shouldn't take that long though. But the coils, these coils really save the day for me most times. Like I love what they add to my designs. So they're always pretty like fun to make and see how I'll place them into my design. So we're just using 24 gauge round wire, 30 gauge round wire to make a basic coil. Man, so it's good to document everything sometimes. Like I feel like that previous live stream was like a failed attempt, um, for lack of better words. Like, you kind of want a pattern, a weaving design to go a certain way, and sometimes it just doesn't. And you don't want to force it because it's all a part of the process of getting it right. So I don't think I'll have to force this one. I think that this design will turn out better and it has more wire, stable wire to work with. So I am excited to see how that comes about. My coil broke off, so I had to readjust. Okay, that should about be enough coilage for me. I'll do one more little round. I need to make sure that this music that is playing is still good. Okay, yeah. Just making sure it's royalty free. Yes, thank you for the reminders, Andre. Okay, so time to make the coil. I need to charge my phone. 30 gauge, 24 gauge, and it's going to go around 14 gauge square wire. I'm sorry, 19 gauge square wire. Yes, happy Venus Day, you guys. Thanks for spending some of your Friday here. Might not have had time. I freestyle better during the day than I do at night, and perhaps that changes because I don't think it used to always be that way, but I feel that way these days because in the evening when I'm done with working out or eating and having worked all day on the Etsy orders or my website orders, then I don't usually feel like freestyling at night. So if I prioritize it in the day, I just have way more energy for it. Okay. So we know this coil is going inside of here. but we're just like gauging what it'll look like. You might do it like that. Okay, so I want to make sure I have like enough space for those coils to fit in here. And I'm going to layer it. Yes, these coils, you can purchase them if you want them pre-made, if you don't want to make them yourself. There's a section on my website that is, I think it's called like make your own jewelry. It's getting funky down here. Okay. All right, so I've got to find a way to connect this coil to the frame. I really feel like I need to start making my own music or something so I could have cool background music. That is a whole new world. Okay, so I'm just move this coil out the way. What's up, Lynn? How's it going? It's good to see you here. So I just decided to find some nature sounds. Because it's I don't know, the other music was like, I don't know, I don't want to keep listening to that. But if you, I did a live stream before and I took it apart because it didn't feel firm enough, and it was too frustrating to like trying to rap. So now I'm rewrapping it with a much more structured frame that should yield better results. And I've done a coil like this a few times. I keep forgetting to do like a video where I create something and then show you guys how to make it, like outside of freestyling. Okay. Thanks, Andre. Okay, so I'm digging the top part. And now, as for the bottom part, I might see if I'm still going to incorporate this somehow. I just had to unravel it from the old frame. Oh, I should use half round wire. Half round wire usually spruces things up. Um, I hope everything is. I see everything is good. Someone, Drew's mom was in the hospital and called. Cool. This gauge is 14 gauge half round. But I'm still not sure like exactly what I'll do with it. This is still like moving too much, so I had to find a way to secure this bottom stone. Okay. Okay, so let's try this out. I much rather prefer the nature sounds than the other music. I want this to float a little, but I know it has to hold this stone in place. So I don't know. This will be the hard part. The problem is to connect down here. Oops. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Thank you, Lynn. I'm glad everybody's doing all right. I know the hospitals are not fun. Not the most fun place to be. Okay, so the main concern right now, this piece is still too loose, and it has enough potential that I know I don't want to start this over. Like, it's gonna be good. I just have to find the best way to make it more secure. And I think part of that is going to be by attaching these two together, just adding more fortifying elements to it. I'm gonna use the 16 gauge round wire, half round wire to do that, since it's a little thinner than what I was just working with. And it's just gonna be in the back of the design. So it may not look the prettiest, but it's gonna add some extra layers of security that I need for this piece. Because right now, it is not secure as it needs to be. So, yeah, I'm gonna add some more weaves too. I don't know if you guys have any plans, but you can talk to me. Let me know if you have any plans for the week, or just like what's been up with everybody. The weekend. Do you have any plans for the weekend? maybe, hold on. I wish I could like I want to make it look not so like the backside doesn't always look the prettiest, but we might go for sushi in Oakland this weekend. Nice. Where are you located, Lynn? Are you located in Oakland? Sushi is great. You need to get some sushi, Andre. That should happen. That should be your weekend plan now. To try sushi. And Sushi AI has the good stuff. You can try some there. They have like a veggie roll that you can try. It's basically rice and veggies with good sauce. Oops, it broke. That's okay. So now, a little bit more firm, a little less movement of the stone. So I need to figure out like what shall the next. Well, I remember he wants that little electrifying look. So this might be a good time for me to come in with some 20 gauge wire. See what I can do with that. Because that's the 20 gauge is just going to be easy for it to fit through all types of places, which is satisfying and a relief because the 20 gauge is one of the easiest wires to work with, especially like in regards to adding to the design. And adding security and style. So I need to cut it. Mercedes. Hey, my friend, this is Mercedes. Yes, this is Mercedes from my friend, like in real life, right? Thanks for joining. Okay, yeah. It's all good. We'll talk soon, girl. But I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, one day you start some live streams and I can watch what you do because you make some really cool stuff. Like the Beat It wallet thing that you made. Very nice. Thanks for being here for sure. Thank you, three, for communicating. Andre, Lynn, and Mercedes. Thank you for keeping the chat active and live. It adds value to the live stream. And it makes me know that there's not just bots watching or something. So thanks, everybody. Okay. So, Mercedes, you may have missed it, but earlier I had a different frame that I took apart. It had this intertwine in it, but I wasn't like so happy with it and the security of it. So I took it apart and created a new frame, which is the one that I'm working on now. And I'm trying to get this piece to be secure. And so I'm going through with this 20 gauge wire really tightly because I know it's going to add that security that I'm looking for. Oops. Just bear with me for this part. It requires some intense thought and navigation. Intense thought and navigation. Oh shoot, what time is it? Okay, 1:17. I'll have to get off of here soon. Not that soon, but closer to 1:30 or 2. I will. My arms are a lot better today, especially since I'm not having to. I know it looks like I'm using a lot of force, but I'm like the chain making is what really makes them hurt. And since I'm not chain making, what I'm doing right now is really light work, so I'm feeling good, to say the least. Thank you for checking. With this 20 wire, I don't really want to go over any thicker wires. I want to stay beneath and closest to the stones, so that it's like not distracting and just like uh, adding to the design in a subtle way. This is making it extremely more secure. So I'm glad I went this route. And I'm glad that he suggested the two photos that he wanted it to kind of favor. Um, Thank you so much, Lynn. Mercedes, where you at? There you are. Not yet, but Angel. I think your friend are helping me to get into it. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Mercedes is good with design. So definitely would love to see what she creates. And my hands are good. They're gravy. I know me and Mercedes were looking into like silver clay jewelry. You can form the clay how you'd like, and then when you like add the fire to it, it solidifies into silver, which would be like a fun project to check out. I almost wish that I had uh, the StreamYard up, because then you guys could just talk while I work, which I prefer that. I like to have people over talking to each other while I'm working. Like audibly, like through, like to where I can actually hear it and not have to read it. But we will do that again too. A lot more firm. Very excited. And less frustrated with this piece now. A lot less frustrated. Okay, I don't really like that. I don't like that line like that. I was hoping to move it, but it's too jam-packed. Okay, that opal guy, how long have you been wire wrapping? Let me get caught up on some of the comments. Also, everybody, if you haven't, please put a like on the stream, and thank you for being here. Me personally, I've been wire wrapping since 2020, and I did like a few pieces in 2019, but I kind of account like the official start in 2020. Mercedes I used to bead, but always wanted to try wrapping. Yes, both of them go hand in hand. Hit thumbs up button, Earth Angels website. Thanks, Andre. And Mercedes Andre, I've been practicing making new patterns on Illustrator and learning how to do stuff efficiently using that program. Yeah, that Illustrator, that's crazy. Like, that's like very good. You have to be like very good, you know, like it's a very good software to create very creative stuff. So kudos to you, Mercedes, for doing that diligently. Around 20. Thank you, Andre. Yes, opals are great. I can't wait. I'm gonna make some opal pieces by deconstructing this bracelet. I haven't forgotten about it. I've been so busy. It's crazy. But I'm gonna deconstruct this bracelet. This opal over here fell out, which is not exciting. But I'm gonna turn these into necklaces because they're really good pieces of opal. And maybe even like a ring or something. We'll see. I've been looking into cutting gems. Andre, you definitely should cut some gems. I know. I think I tried to learn Illustrator. I might even have Illustrator on my laptop. Actually, yeah. I think I did some stuff in Illustrator, like vector art or something. Kind of like what you would do in Procreate. So I'm using this to highlight. That thinner against a thicker contract can be nice. contrast can be like a nice highlight, accentuate the piece, and also add uh, to add strength to it, fortify it. Okay, no. I need someone here to read these comments, like next to me while I'm doing this. This piece is a commission, yes, to a guy that's in Germany. Oh wow, use the Dremel to make cabochons. That's cool. I need to get like, I want to get a flex shaft. I think that's what it's called. And you never know how rough your customer is, so you want to like make sure the piece that you're making is super firm. So these little wires are like little arteries and stuff. I'm just making sure everything is nice and tidy. Yikes. Okay. I want to connect this one to this one so that I'm moving it to be like, where is it loose still? Um, uh, so beautiful. I have to check you out, that opal guy, for sure. Do you sell opals? Yeah, I know. StreamYard would be perfect right now. Maybe later, if I have time tonight, I'll do a StreamYard live panel and you guys can just talk while I'm rapping. um, or maybe like I need to find a way to do Zoom connecting. I wonder if you can connect Zoom to YouTube. That would be good. See you later, that Opal guy. And thank you, Lynn. Yes, please share this video, even if it's with your aunt or, friend. Okay, so right now it's actually really good, pretty firm. I think I did a pretty good job with making it firm. So I'll wrap up the 20 gauge designing. But definitely this route was a lot smoother process. Really not like the first process of how I did it, the first wrapping and the first live stream before this one. It was honestly like frustrating. And so this one is not frustrating me, which is a good sign for me. I know that if it's not frustrating and I'm finding a way to make it happen, then I'm gonna keep going with the design, keep it flowing. So I know that this was a better strategy for how I wrapped it this time around, which is good and exciting, encouraging. And maybe it's the energy of these stones. I know Andre can get us hip to the properties of this is smoky citrine and labradorite. I mean, not labradorite, Libyan desert glass. Definitely not solid. If I dropped it, it would be good to go. I am gonna add like more. Well, okay. So what I might do with these 20 gauges, maybe a little one of those. That's why it helps to have nails sometimes. These. Oops. Definitely some in the back just to add to the tightness of the design. I think you're right there. Okay. Yes. Wow. Andre, you're so aligned. I literally just put Mercedes as a moderator, and then I just scrolled down and read your comment asking if Mercedes wants to be a moderator. I literally just like looked over to like I heard the thought in my head, I guess, or I just thought like, oh, let me make Mercedes a moderator. And then yeah, the alignment. We know how it is. That's so crazy. Okay. Man, I feel like sometimes like I know in another life I could have been a dentist or a surgeon or something. Cuz this is how they literally be when they're doing their thing. Yes, always in sync. Man, Lynn, if you would have seen how I was moving the first slab, I was like, I was optimistic, but it wasn't exactly how I wanted it to be. But this one is behaving a lot better. The flow is more immaculate. And definitely more satisfying. And this is about to add, yeah, now it's really secure. So when I have like just a little tiny space right here and I had to weave something underneath it, I just create a little divot like this, like a little hook, like that. Once I create that hook, then I just can weave it underneath like that. It's just easier. It's already bent, so it's easier to like retrieve it. What is blue sky? Please get me hip, Lynn. And thank you for sharing. Yeah, what's blue sky? There's a place called Blue Sky Yoga here in St. Louis. Okay. Thank you for sharing it there and introducing us to Blue Sky. Gonna have to check that out. Oh yeah, I'd be forgetting. There's so many social media. Like there's even like Reddit, and there's a big wire wrapping community on there too. This is way more firm. And once it gets firm like that, then I can really have more fun with it. I'm not gonna do like a whole lot more to it, but I am gonna like connect these two down here with like maybe half round. Maybe this half round right here. Just a few layers like this. And I want to polish it. And I'm gonna end the live soon too. But just a few layers. Oops, sorry. To make sure I'm still in the camera view. Hi. Hi, Josie. You're back. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like doing 10 things at one time. Yeah, Twitter has kind of died down, so I'm gonna definitely check out Blue Sky. See, my nails are super simple. I haven't done much. Yeah, easy, easy. One of the easiest bells to manage. Hey, Golden Goddess, how are you? So, if I do more to this piece, it'll be off camera. And yes, everyone like up the stream. I'm gonna flip my camera briefly to show you guys my face again, and we can just put it up to me to see like how it would look. So if I was wearing it, it would look something like that. I could put it on some chain so you guys can see. I don't know what kind of chain he has, but here's what it looks like. Pretty dope. I like it. I think you're gonna like it. Yeah. And I might leave it how it is. It's nice, simple, sturdy. It looks supercharged. Super cool. What do you guys think? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Mercedes. Thank you, Golden Goddess. Yeah, it does look like a magical wand. So that was today's work. Next, I have a customer, he's been ordering for his whole family, and he has, I'll set this here as I'm talking. He has ordered one for his other daughter and son, so I'll be making those pendants. They're going to be 3 stone pendants. He wants like 3 stones in one. So I'm going to be making those 2 pendants, and maybe I will make them on camera on live like later. I don't use any glue, and I want you to, like, if you have time, rewatch this stream later. You'll be able to see how I did it. But yeah, I don't use any glue. I just use the 12 gauge wire to create the initial frame, and then we went through with this 20 gauge wire to make it even more secure. The 20 gauge is this smaller wire. All of this wrapping throughout it made it secure. It's like using, like some string to tie something together. So the thinner wire is what really helped it stay in place because it's very secure. Versus the first one I did, it was just like ready to bend out of place, and I was not happy about that. So the next live I do, if I have time, maybe today, maybe I'll get another one in today, of me doing the freestyle design for those other customs, because those are only 2 customs that I have collected money on, and I want to get those out the way for them. And then I have not been able to touch this week, although I really want to. So I want to start adding to this. I want to add to this so I can get this design popping more. But this is actually so cute. That is so cute. And then imagine it having a crystal hanging. Not this one, because that's like super elegant. But imagine it having a little crystal hanging from it or something as a necklace. That would be cute. But yeah. Yep. Still working on this. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any last questions, let me know. If not, how often do I do lives? I try to do them on Fridays, maybe throughout the week if I have time. But I try to get one in a week if I can. And I can be kind of random, but Friday has been a more consistent day. And love the chainmail, yes. Thank you so much, Josie. I think that's how I say it. Thank you so much, Josie, for being here, for the love. Thank you, Lynn, for being here. I'm glad your people are good. Mercedes, I'm glad you're here, and I'm excited to see some of your creations as well. Andre, I love to see you popping up #1 all the time. I appreciate it. Smooch is collection. Nice. I feel like that name looks very familiar to me. So, thank you. Like, I'm pretty sure we interact with each other, like, regularly. Yeah. So that's it, guys. No more questions? Then I will be logging off. Yes, we have message. So, thanks for being here on this side. Yep. That's my IG. Check it out. And later, Golden Goddess, thank you for being here. Peace, everybody. I'm going to end it.